Welcome to the Blue Cafe. Due to technical difficulties, Ben, your regular host, will not be available. My name is Daniel, and I will be your host today. Now, on to today's story. Whipped for fixing my own problems ahead of my cousins, even though they seem to need me. The time for me, 26M, to go back to my wife, 28F, and life down south is fast approaching. To be perfectly honest, I'm looking forward to it. Some may call me a simp or whatever, but I miss my wife. So I'm going home soon and I'm bringing my dog with me. She's just going to have to deal with that. My concern is the twins, 23F. While I've been home, I've apparently become a catalyst for positive change for Paris, and London has surprised me by saying she wants the same. My history isn't exactly rosy with either of them, but Paris has made a concerted effort to be there for me during my time of need. London, well, that's a fairly new occurrence. I'm still not entirely sure that her intentions are genuine. A few of you have mentioned that I have become an emotional pillar for them and for some reason they are fixated on me and not the other people in their lives. To be honest, that scares the shit out of me. A question was asked. What will happen when I leave? My hope is they continue therapy. I hope they can finally accept my uncle can be the pillar in their lives. No one needs me. He loves them. He has sacrificed for them. By their own admissions, he has been a good father to them. He can be the guy. I don't want to be the guy. I've got a shit show of my own waiting for me. I'm not all that sure what will happen when I have to see my wife every day and start the long road to reconciliation. I doubt my homecoming will be all sunshine and rainbows. I know those girls need someone, and I'm who they've decided to fixate on. For reasons that can't be gleaned by 1,000 supercomputers. I can't begin to tell you what either of them are thinking. The minds of women are a maze that only they can navigate. But I do care about them. Even London's crazy ass. But I can't want to be that guy for them. Even if I'm afraid of what will happen when I'm not around. I don't think it's fair that I should have to worry about this at all. Whipped if I just sat them down and told them that. Tell them I cannot set myself on fire to keep them warm. I care, but they are going to have to find someone else they trust. It can't be me. Would they think I'm abandoning them, or retaliating because of our past? The only person I talked to about this has been my mom, and she thinks I'm a catalyst for positive change in their lives. She says, people don't choose who they are most comfortable with. She thinks I should stay longer. Points out I can work from home, but that's not the point. My own life needs fixing and I need to attend to that. And that's without even asking whether or not they deserve any of this consideration I am giving them in the first place. My mother believes that it would be cold to just leave now and IWBTA if I did. But I can't stay. They need longer to mend than I have. And honestly, I just want to go home and see my wife. So Reddit would if I put my own situation, that is admittedly on the mend, ahead of their positive emotional growth. I think NTA, although you haven't given many specifics on time away from your wife or what that situation is, but you leaving physically doesn't have to mean you're leaving in every way. Make it clear to them that they can reach you by phone and you still want to support them. If you're willing able, you could also tell them of an intention to visit more often or to invite them to visit you. There was an issue of her infidelity and I left to get distance and clear my head. Now everyone's in therapy and I need to go home to start the next process of piecing back together my life. I don't think I have time to be what they need me to be. Not after I leave. NTA at all. You need to take care of yourself to be able to take care of others. NTA. The twins are adults. Stay in contact if you please, but the onus is on them to sort their shit out. No wait, hey. Look, there's no way you can stay long enough to get them to where they are fully healed unless you move there permanently. And, as I gather you're not ready to do that, then at some point you're gonna have to pull the trigger. But, even more, you may already have done what you needed to do. You've got both Paris and London. Why do I always feel like I'm teaching geography when I comment on your posts? To acknowledge their faults, shortcomings, and both seem to have decided to work towards improving themselves. That is majorly huge. I'm supremely impressed that you were able to be the catalyst for the change in those two. And it would be great if you were around to help them along their new path. But maybe that isn't your job. Maybe that should fall on someone else. Maybe those two need to latch onto someone like your uncle who has been trying to be their rock support the whole time he's been in their lives. But with that said, I can understand why you might have some reservations about severing your connection so abruptly. So how about this? If your wife can get some time off, have her fly out to where you are and spend a week or so with you and your family. Having her with you in an environment that seems to have allowed you to retrench and regenerate and get a more positive outlook for your future might be helpful for your relationship with her. You get to see your wife and you get to hang around your family a little longer. You can even stay another week or two after your wife returns home. But all the while, the folks there will know that you're on your way out and they can get themselves in the right frame of mind to handle your absence. Or you can go back home but make a concerted effort to stay in contact with Paris and London. And Brianna, make arrangements to visit more often, maybe once a quarter, so they know you're not abandoning them. BTW, just so you know, your mom said what she said cause she'll say do anything to keep her baby boy around a little longer. I think that, honestly, I only ever come back twice a year, summer and winter, and usually only for a week. I haven't really broached this topic with either of them yet, but I'm almost certain Paris isn't going to take it well. She seems to be comfy, like things are falling into a routine with her. I talked to Brianna about it, who thinks Paris will lose her shit, but she's a big girl. Brianna asked if she could come visit sometime, which is fine by me. She suggested Paris could come visit too, but I dunno. Like, none of these people had my cell number before this trip but Brianna. I mostly kept in contact on Facebook. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a good day or night, wherever you are.